Are we live? Are we live? Are we live? Yes, we're live. Hello! What's going on, Eurovoxers? Hope you guys all enjoyed the show that we were watching. This was the last chance round for Melodi Grand Prix in Norway. I'm joined by the lovely Jess and Lydia. How are you?
Hello.
Hi.
Doing
Very
well?
happy, very well.
Good, good. Yeah, and I know that you guys are really thrilled about this result. Before I get to your thoughts, I just want to say hello to everyone here. So let's say hello to Tommy Corbett. Nice to see you. Clavs, I know that you and Sarah Halloran have been waiting a while, so hello to the both of you. Sarah Halloran saying that she hopes that Kaino wins the final. There'll be lots of time to talk about Kaino another time, but today we're talking about Jorn, because Jorn is moving on to the final after having been eliminated in the first semifinal. His song is called Faith, Bloody Faith. I'm going to start with Jess, because I know that this was, I think, like your favorite right from the beginning. So what do you think, Jess?
I mean, I'm loving the fact that Norway have gone back to their rock roots and they've sent a rock song. And I think, you know, like considering that he didn't even make the golden duel in his semi-final, yet manages to make it all the way to the final, I think is quite impressive. And I think it's impressive that he was one of the kind of first songs to be shown, you know, and he had a lot of good competition against him. So I'm very happy that he kind of triumphed over all of this amazing talent, because I personally didn't think he would, just given the level of talent.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it seems we were talking about this while the show was going on in our little group chat, and it seems that a lot of us agree that the quality has stepped up this year more than we've seen in the last few years. And Lydia, I know that this was also a choice for you, so tell me, how do you feel about Jorn moving on?
Yeah, I am very happy as well. It's probably my top 3 song, including the songs in the final. I was really surprised when he didn't qualify for the final from the first semifinal, because it seemed like he was pretty famous in Norway and people were loving his song. And apparently it's very high up on the Norwegian top on Spotify. So I'm just glad that he gets his chance in the final, because I think it's one of the most polished songs, and I just basically support every single rock song in Eurovision, because I think Eurovision needs this kind of songs, and I'm extremely happy. That's it.
Well, I mean, we should note as well that apart from this selection, there are some other possibilities to see rock, including in Finland with Blind Channel. I think there's got to be some more as well. Kind of blanking on them. I don't know if they've already been eliminated or whatnot. But anyway, you know, we could see another year where we've got some rock entries. Let's say hello to some people who've just joined us. Hello to Ahmet. Hello to James Lewis. Hello to Luciano Marinelli. Emily Freeman, hi to you. You're saying, as much as this is not my thing for diversity musically, I'm all for it, and I wish him the best of luck in the final. Yeah, good thoughts, I would say. Hello to Francesco. Nice to see you again. Whoop. Pardon me, there's somebody at the door, and dogs are excited. Hello to ESC Manga. Nice to see you. Emily again saying ESC needs rock and rap, sent from a non-rock fan. Yeah, and I would agree with that as well. I think that, you know, as they say, diversity is the spice of life. Felix P says, I like the song, but I did not just wait 3 hours for Jorn to win. I don't know if this really justified a 3-hour show. But, you know, I think that they kind of put this together. It wasn't planned originally to go this way. So, you know, they're trying to make the most of it. And I think that, you know, we've said many times before that the love for Norway and their Eurovision selection is quite high. So I think, you know, they probably can justify it in some ways. Hello to Olympic Song Contest, and Claire writes, Olympic Song Contest is sad that Psycho did not advance. And I know that that was also Tommy's choice as well. Sarah Halloran, jump down. Sarah Halloran is saying that ESC also needs EDM. Well, there is an EDM entry in Norway that could possibly go. So I'm just trying to think back, because I believe, speaking of an EDM entry, I believe Jorn was up against Ane.Fin, which ended up winning that semifinal. So I see the benefit of doing a show like this, because it really does come down to how those duels go, right? Because it, you know, maybe if he had gone up against Stina or Beady Belle in that semifinal, we would have seen a different result. But nonetheless, now he has his second chance. Jess, how do you feel like Jorn is going to stack up to the other entries that are in the final?
Well, I think, bringing a rock song to the final, I believe it's the only rock song in the Melodi Grand Prix final. So automatically, I feel like that's going to make him stand out, whether the song is good or not, whether his performance is good or not. The fact that it's a rock song and there's no other rock songs, I think is really going to benefit him. And I do believe he's quite a big star in Norway as well. So I think kind of having a different genre plus being a big star with an amazing song can only mean success, right? I mean, I'm not sure if it's enough to win, but I mean, possibly top 5, I'm thinking.
Well, yeah, and I think that especially what you mentioned, the fact that this is the only rock entry in the Melodi Grand Prix final, it's definitely, he has a good thing going for him in that he won't be comparable to other entries. I mean, generally speaking, I would say that the genres are quite varied when looking at all the songs in the final. So I think that every song will have its chance, but it definitely helps when you have that aggressive raw power, because there's nothing else that's going to come close to you. And Lydia, I'm sure that you would agree that there's lots of variety in this as well, right?
Yeah, there is a lot of variety, but at the same time, this song, to me, stands out more than a lot of automatic qualifiers, because a lot of those songs sound very, let's say, like radio friendly, something that we're used to hearing. And Faith Bloody Faith is more something more out of the box. So I think it will still stand out even with a lot of different genres. Mm-hmm. At least I hope so.
And I mean, especially because, this is kind of tapping into an older rock vibe. Like I'm thinking of the kind of 80s hair metal kind of thing, even though it doesn't have that kind of crazy out there presentation, it has that energy and it has that vibe. And I think that it will definitely find its audience. Emily, I don't know if you're talking about Jorn. He reminds me of a Meatloaf.
I can kind of see that a little bit, yeah.
Maybe a little bit. I'm thinking of like Bat Out of Hell, and I only know so many Meatloaf songs. I know I Would Do Anything for Love, but I won't do that. Paolo's saying that he wanted Stina, but is not disappointed with Jorn. James Lewis was rooting for Dinaye. I'm probably not getting her name right, but I do remember her song. Jorn was also superb. So I mean, it seems like even if Jorn wasn't the first choice for a lot of people, it seems like there's still lots of satisfaction. Lydia, tell me about some of the other entries in this second chance round that you enjoyed watching.
I had 3 clear favorites from the second chance round. It was Faith Bloody Faith, Er Norge, and Coming Home. Those songs just make me happy, especially Er Norge.
I know a lot of people really like that one. Were you a fan of Er Norge?
I absolutely love that song. And it's probably my favorite along with Faith Bloody Faith. So I'm happy that one of my favorites got through.
Same.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. In my case, I think the one that I was really rooting for was Stina, because I think there's a really magical quality to her song, and it has a really lovely melody. I was hoping that this was going to be an opportunity for them to perform the songs again, but we were watching the footage from the semifinals. So yeah, I do think that there were certain elements missing, and a lot of people said that the staging was kind of familiar to things that we've seen. So in that case, but there were other things that I enjoyed as well, like Dinaye. Also, I can't remember the name of the artist, but the one who did Circus, that was had quite a cool vibe. Maybe a lot going on the stage, but a cool atmosphere. What are you guys saying? Lasse Weird Dance is saying, so glad my number 1 got to the final. Dominic wanted Walking in My Sleep or Psycho. I see. So quite a few fans of Psycho. Emily Freeman is also saying she was hoping for Circus just because it's so cool, but she hasn't studio cut. Might have been a little bit too familiar with a very popular artist who has a song called Circus.
Mhm.
You guys know who I'm thinking of?
Yeah.
ESC Manga is saying that Ole Hartz is my number one here. A favorite in the final is Rayleigh. Felix, okay, thank you. It was Royane that did Circus. Thank you for that. I should look more into that. ESC Matt Gaga was also rooting for Royane. So yeah, I mean, so we're just in here for a little quick live. Of course, we're all really psyched for the final, and we would like to invite you guys to join us again on Wednesday evening, because some of you might have seen some of the videos that we do where we discuss the songs in detail and we try and talk about which ones could win or which ones that we just genuinely like ourselves. So this Wednesday, we're actually going to be doing it live, and we'd love for you guys to join us and tell us your thoughts on who your favorite songs are, who you think could be winning the selection. I know that there's lots of opinions and lots of excitement for this selection, as there always is. Jess, who are you most excited to see in the final?
I'm gonna say Rayleigh, Kaino, and Jorn are my top three.
Okay, Lydia.
Mine would be Emma, Kaino, and Jorn.
All right, I'm going to be really excited for Blows Mafian, as I have been from the very, very beginning. Also, one that really left an impression on me as well was Kaya Rode with her song "Feel Again," and of course Rayleigh. Rayleigh was she was a really real pleasure to talk to, and I think that she's bringing something with a big energy. And you know, Kaino, it's going to be. I know that they've said that they've considered some changes to their staging because some people had expressed their doubts in it. So we will have to see. But please join us if you guys are around on Wednesday for that. And if not, don't forget to subscribe to Eurovoxx for all things going on with the national selections and all things going on with Eurovision. Lots to come from this point onwards, including tomorrow we will have the song for the Czech Republic by Benny Cristo. I'm really excited about that. I don't know about you two.
Me
or the rest
too.
of you. Excited? Great.
Yeah.
But yeah, so lots more coming. Subscribe to Eurovoxx. Follow us at Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Our website is eurovoxx.tv, and we will see you on the next video. Take care.
Bye.